Bernie Sanders basically is on Morning Joe. And, the other irony of this from our side is that I think that Bernie Sanders is the one who, in the general, has been consistently making the most sort of sound case for work for broader structural reforms and, of course, support Hillary in the short term. So here he is responding to a question on Morning Joe by New York Times Jeremy Peters about protest voting in this election.
A surprisingly high number of young voters, like a third, are voting for third-party candidates, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they don't remember Ralph Nader, right? They don't remember the effect that can have on a general election with the two-party candidates. So, what is your pitch to them?
Good.
I mean,
that's a very good question, and I think the answer is, look. I was a third-party candidate. I began my career running as a third party, getting 2% of the vote. And then I got 1% of the vote. So I know a little bit about third party. I'm the longest-serving independent in the history of the U.S. Congress. But I think that before you cast a protest vote, because either Clinton or Trump will become president, think hard about it. This is not a governor's race. It's not a state legislative race. This is the presidency of the United States. And I would say to those people out there who are thinking of the protest vote, think about what the country looks like and whether you're comfortable of 4 years of a Trump presidency. And I would suggest to those people, let us elect Hillary Clinton as president. And the day after, let us mobilize millions of people around the progressive agenda, which, by the way, was passed, as you know, in the Democratic platform. We worked very hard on that. The most progressive platform in the history of American politics, and say to Secretary Clinton, let us work together to implement that platform. That's where we got to go.
Ben.
Yeah. So Bernie Sanders was the first candidate in my lifetime. It didn't sound basically the first candidate in my lifetime. It didn't sound like he was running for president, who seemed candid, straightforward, with unimpeachable honesty and integrity. And understandably, the millions of people who voted for him and supported him did so with a degree of enthusiasm that matched the enthusiasm that was felt for Barack Obama in 2008.
Yes.
He matters. He made a difference. He took a principled stand. He's a principled guy. Even if you look at this through the prism of incredibly cynical glasses. But so now to disregard what that guy has to say seems so foolish and so arrogant to me. Just listen to that guy. He's right. He's right. It's so simple. You were willing to do anything for this man for 4 months, and now you're not ready to finish the job that he's asking you to do. I'm bewildered by it. And like you, many of these people are my friends, but it is a significant split. And I think if Donald Trump wins, that every American who opposed him on totally legitimate grounds, policy, personal behavior, demeanor, ostracization of others, will regret not doing everything they could to stop him. And I think especially people with an audience, and a lot of my friends have audiences, they got to step up and switch their tactic. You don't have to praise Hillary, but you got to tell people that we got to get down and get busy. And then let's challenge her in 2020 if she doesn't. When she doesn't deliver, let's primary her in 2020. We can do that.
Right. Giving you a little Bernie impression there. That's a great point, Ben. We need to go to Vermont and march in the hills, start a guerrilla army. That would be amazing if he announced a Maoist army in the hills of Vermont.
Totally, the hills of Vermont. Yeah.
We need struggle. Ben Makiewicz, my friend from the Young Turks, from Turner Classic Movies, from What the Flick, from the liberal establishment.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the establishment. Yeah.
Thanks, man. I appreciate your time.
Hey, folks, Sam Seder here. I just got back from a company-wide meeting. Accounting is really coming down on me hard. We need to get to 100,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So please enjoy this channel. Subscribe right down there.